Yo, hello everyone. I'm just a bit of a tired video from me that I'm making now, but I want to talk about things that I wish that they would get changed and things that I don't really like in this game, and just share my own thoughts and see what others think. You know, the normal things. So I don't know how long this will be. Maybe just some couple minutes, because I don't really have too many issues with this game. It's pretty perfect almost, with just a few touches that I wish happened. So let's just get into it immediately. I'm like half tired, my head hurts and everything, so I just want to get this over with, as this was an idea I had for like a few days. So I think I want to touch over the weapons first and just go through like the weapons that I don't really like, and I don't really have too many words about. I think there's only like a certain amount of weapons, and I think I immediately want to talk about the shotgun alt versions, like these things. So I just want to say I have never used these ever. I don't use them. I don't do anything with them because I don't know how to use them too well. So I want to just talk about them just a little bit and say that I really wish that they got some type of change, because shotgun swapping is still like really good, obviously. And my takes are, of course, my own takes. If you're different about them, then that's fine. Feel free to share your thoughts. I'm very much willing to listen. But I just want to say that I really don't like how they work, like immediately. I mean, of course, it's related to speed, the damage that you get out from them. You can also knock the core things and everything like that, so it's pretty normal, but there's something about this that makes my brain too much that I can't get myself to use when compared to the normal shotguns. Like this, you know, the normal things. So that's why I usually stick to the normal shotguns when people ask me why I don't use them, the alternate versions. So it's mainly just my own preference, and I have a lot of struggles learning how to use the alternate versions. So, you know, it's a bit of my own problem, more so than the games. But I wish they didn't make them too different, so that it could be easier to lean into the alternate versions also. Especially like when compared to the Ultra Revolver, where it just has a longer cooldown on when you can shoot again, compared to the normal ones. With some side effects, like only one ricochet on this, compared to 4, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But going back to the weapons, I want to talk about the RPG, and especially the fire starter. I especially want to talk about this thing, because when compared to everything else, like with this, you know, you can rocket ride and boost yourself, you know, save yourself. With this you can one-shot things if you just parry it, and then again works like a normal RPG, just like the rest of them. You know, and then we have this thing that just sets fire. No, this is not specifically from the speedrunning side of the game. This is also from just my own casual viewpoint, where I feel like this weapon is extremely disappointing. Like, it's just a normal RPG, but you can do a little bit of fire damage on some smaller mobs. You know, you can just do this, you know, you can just spray it all around and then set fire and, you know, ooh, they die, you know. Or it could be like they're just, yeah, like it's just heavily used for smaller mobs. But I don't even see this used casually in the game. Like, no one uses this thing. So I wish they like figure out some type of change to make it a bit different on how it works. I don't really have any ideas on it, but I wish that they did change it a little bit, because to me it just feels extremely underwhelming for, I don't remember how much it cost, but for some amount of points to get this thing, it just feels extremely underwhelming and kinda like disappointing. It's more of a weapon you just keep and you don't really use. Like, the only time you see this used in my own speedruns is in the Leviathan level, when I just do this. If the Leviathan charges me, I can just do this, and then it takes constant tick damage, or then I just shoot it at the Leviathan to put him on fire at the start. And other than that, you really don't see me use it all that often. But other than that, with the weapons, I don't really have anything else. Most of my issues now more so get into the enemy types. Well, some of them at least, because I don't speedrun the full game, so, you know, I'm missing out on some. But there's one thing here that I do want to talk about. So I don't know if if you can even spawn it. I've never looked. Apparently no, you can't. And I'm way too lazy to go to the level where it's actually at, but not this thing, by the way. Not this thing. So what I do want to talk about is the shield things that make enemies like not take damage. And you have to break the statue, you know. You get what I'm talking about, but I do want to talk about them for a moment here. Especially because, well, you know what, I'm gonna cut this here and I'm gonna get to the level and I can show you guys the thing that I'm talking about, but I think all of you already know. Alright, so here we are. So, these things. I want to talk about these things. They are extremely annoying with how they work. I have no issues with them like shielding enemies and things like that, you know. I have no problems with that, but the main issue that I have is that coins still target them if they are in the shield. Which I feel is like an extremely annoying mechanic that the game has, and it just bothers me every time, especially in the room before this where you get the blue skull with the shielded flame guy running around. So usually how I do it is I shoot coins into the soldiers, but sometimes my coin just gets sucked into the flame guy who is shielded and I can't kill him. So like a thing that is meant to be somewhat of a skillful thing, such as the coins, don't feel rewarding in some points, especially with the shield, because, you know, it auto-targets them. And like, no matter how you do it, like, I have to specifically time my coin in some cases just so I can like avoid shooting the flame guy in the room. So I wish they would make it so the coins that don't like target shielded guys until the shield is actually gone from them, instead of just going at it. You know, it just makes it feel way less rewarding compared to what it actually is, and I someday hope that they will change it, but that's my own opinion again. So let me just cut us back now from here to the sandbox area, so we can keep talking maybe a little bit more. Okay, so I was actually lying. Now I want to talk about a few more annoying things with this game. And 3-2. This door. These doors are extremely stupidly made. I mean, they look cool, right? It's sick seeing the teeth open up, but these little crevices that they have, you see? You can get stuck in them. Now this has happened to me in speedruns. As you can see, I'm now stuck in between this door. I can't get out. Like, unless I, you know, do that. But I have gotten stuck in these because I go slightly too much like through the corner and then it stucks me here. But it doesn't happen always, it's only specific ways that it can happen and on accident, so you can't like every time purposely like have this happen. But it's just more annoying issues with the, like small issues with the game that I have that just don't really make much sense with how it works. I think it works because this door is like, or the floor is kind of like moving like this in like a wave pattern almost, so I think that's why it does it. I've never thought about it, but I think that's how it works. So that is like one of my issues with it, how it goes, and I don't really have anything else when it becomes level based. I think that's almost like every issue I have with the game. Otherwise it's perfectly fine. And actually I also want to talk about how annoying it is in water levels that if you shoot a coin after using a rail shot, especially in 5-1, I know a lot of people have seen me die because of it. So, because they changed how the railgun works underwater now, if I like shoot a railgun shot and it's bouncing against enemies and then I keep shooting coins under the water, the electricity keeps going back and forth and it keeps hitting me and the coin and then repeats itself until I die. And I wish I mean, it's a great mechanic to like clear rooms and everything, but I wish they changed it so that A, it doesn't hit coins underwater, like the shock effect that happens underwater, the chain lightning, or B, they just revert back to how it was before with just the railgun shooting underwater and it not doing anything else than just shooting underwater. But I think that's mainly my issue also, but it's still a small thing I do want to complain about. But it's whatever, I can't complain about everything because I don't have too many things to complain about, as I said. So I think this is pretty much all I have, and I'd like to hear your opinions about this, what you think about them. Anyways, take care of yourselves. I'm just gonna go relax now and take it easy. Yeah, see you everyone.